Alright, we're gonna get into it real quick tonight, because, oh boy, quite a lot of stuff is going on. Quite a bit. I don't know if there's gonna be a stream delay or anything like that, or if there's hiccups going on over on YouTube. I promise you I'm not, like, being held hostage or anything like that. No, I'm just, oh boy, finally something got figured out. The problem is, it's gonna require quite a lot of, some rewriting, but let's go through and talk about what's going on. Okay, like twice if I need help. Okay, so the what's going on right now? I have been racking my brain as to what's going on with this stupid interaction between alchemical items and the way that they're written in the player's handbook and how they're supposed to function in this game, right? I figured it out, and what I figured out is they have not been paying attention to the player's handbook. They have not been paying attention to the player's handbook whenever they're designing these things for anything that's been in the game since the player's handbook. Now, what do I mean by that? And this is going to be a wow. Okay. Now, Mola's Guide. I don't remember if this stat block does get reprinted in Monsters in the Multiverse. But, oh, okay, there it is. Now, yup, there it is. There it is. Alright. I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad. This is a fucking eureka moment right here, okay? Now, a scientific discovery has been made today, my fellow homebrewers. What we've discovered is that this is not an improvised weapon attack. They have not been using improvised weapon attack wording since the player's handbook, whenever anything else in the game is referring to Alchemist Fire. What this means is that we can go over to the item description and write something in that allows basically all we have to do is get rid of improvised weapon. All we have to do is get rid of improvised. It is a ranged attack. No, I'm excited. All right. What this means is it will be infinitely easier to code this thing and actually use it. To actually use alchemical items in the game, because they won't be tied into all the fiddliness of improvised weapon attacks. Now, how do I also know that this is not an improvised weapon attack? And how do I also know that Jeremy Crawford is wrong? +4 to hit, 1 target, hit, 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of the target's turns, not the initial splat that deals damage, once at each of the target's turns. Acid. This adds no modifier in here. No modifier. So basically, WotC didn't care, so we don't either. I'm still writing stuff in to make sure that it will fit in with like the system. But a part of me is pointing to an inconsistency between the player's handbook and literally every single interaction that involves acid or alchemist fire, alchemical items in the game. Right here, it sounds like it might be a bit of a frustration, right? I'm writing for a system that has an inconsistency, but it's good because this means that we can take this wording right here and justify why we are making a change to alchemist fire and acid within the alchemist. Oh my god, this has been something that's been bugging me for like 3 days now. And it technically is the same thing that was already, like, it operates essentially the same as we have believed in the past. They're not right for how the system is, right for the system you want it to be. Oh, man. So, with that being said, I know it's a kind of late night stream for many of you out there, but I got this in, and I was like, we get rid of that first instance of a D4 damage from the improvised weapon. We get rid of that. There is no need for that, and it is causing all kinds of worries in terms of like, will I give these items additional damage on a hit? That comes through the class. Money's on that they don't change this stuff for 5.5. I don't know if they will, but like, let me show you guys essentially what the fix is, okay? This is so easy. We have to make a few little changes. Hang on. This right here is the way that it should work. For a few reasons, okay? The sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. The flask can be thrown as a ranged weapon by using either the attack or use an object action. We intentionally leave it to where you can use the use an object action in order to do this because of Thief Rogue, okay? We don't want to step on the cool thing that Thief Rogue can do to get into this build, alright? So you can either use the attack or use an object action. By allowing you to do either one, this will all mechanically function exactly the same. We just get rid of the wording of improvised weapon so it doesn't tack on a bunch of so much other junk, right? Now, because we do that, we get rid of any other implication of previous instances of damage. This is going to be the cleanest way to figure this out. I've seen your streams and I haven't been able to join until now. What's the difference between your class and the class presented by MHP? MHP goes off of they have a resource tracking thing in the reagent. Wow, hang on one sec. There's an element of resource tracking that's going on inside of MHP's Alchemist that I just don't really agree with. This is going to be very much focused on you're going to quickly craft the thing, or you're going to have them on hand, rather than you can do this thing a certain amount of times using your action, yada yada yada. If you have the components for this stuff, I want you to be able to do it. Just like, yeah. Yeah, circumventing the improvised weapon attack is a good path, I agree. Tavern Brawler is a weird feat. Having to take Tavern Brawler is like, how come you're proficient with flask throwing? I am willing to hand wave, like, okay, would you argue that this is a martial or, I think it's weird to call it, it's weird to call it something like a ranged alchemical weapon. We can do that, but like, I would so much rather just leave it open. It's a range. Hang on, sorry. Okay, there we go. You are throwing a ranged weapon. If we, Concerned Consumer, hey, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. If we are, so infinite potion tossing on your version instead of a fixed number per day, yes. As long as you have the components to make the thing, yes. I'm trying to make it to where, like, this is all going to be rooted in, I want you to find the components, I want you to be checking stuff out, you know, whatever. I want you to be engaged with the world a lot. So what type of weapon would it be? That is as a simple ranged weapon. How does... I just wanted to plug in nicely. Yeah, simple ranged weapon. May or may not be able to stop by briefly a bit later on today. Hey, it's all good. We are just solidifying all the terms that are going on with this. Thrown weapon fighting could work with this. I don't mind that so much. What's the wording on? I think it's just got to be a simple ranged weapon. Sorry, my throat right now. Jeez. Okay. I think it just needs to be a simple ranged weapon. And once we do that, we get rid of all the baggage that comes with it being an improvised weapon. This is a very, very simple fix. And it addresses so many of the issues. Throne property. Is there an issue with the throne property? Hang on. You don't want to seem negative. I like your content. I'm intrigued by the class. Oh, no. I don't think you're negative. It's been a common question people have been asking about, like, hey, you promoted Mage Hand Press's Alchemist in the past. What are you thinking that it needs to? Oh wait, hang on. Sorry. To make a ranged attack. What is a melee weapon? Okay. No, it doesn't need we don't need to throw in the throne tag. Tasha's added some stuff for throne. Yeah, but it's Tasha's. Tasha's just does not slot into the game well. Oh my god. We won't worry about that right now. Okay. So the current wording is not a throne, it's a ranged weapon. Archery fighting style is the one that would also fit into the bonus of the damage. Hiccup. Well, I mean, if you say throne, then it implies it's a thrown weapon. What all does it have to wait for if we don't put the throne tag on there? Well, like... when you engage in two-weapon fighting... Jeez, man, my throat. That has the throne property as a part of the attack. Using a thrown weapon, you gain a +2 to the damage roll. If you throw it and it hits, there's not a damage roll made. So, actually... Uh, yeah, it's not a finesse weapon. Couldn't you just say that this class can be used as a ranged weapon? You don't want, what I'm worried about is the narrative that it evokes whenever you use it with archery. Yeah, this is a fucking arc for the channel for sure. Make with ranged weapons. So it would all wait. It would also work with sharpshooter, you're right. Okay, what is this? Wait, you know what's funny? We can just steal some of the improvised weapon text, because we also need to clarify a few other things. Improvised weapon could totally, where you at? We're stealing this. This is Sparta. Okay. Okay. Dart is a ranged weapon with a thrown property. We just got to figure out the right thing to plug into it in order to make it work. I think the consensus is generally that finesse thrown. Okay. I think the consensus is generally that the wording is messy. And because of that, it's okay for me to kind of come into the class and say, there's a hiccup that happens whenever we try to really expand out a class for the mechanic that's in here right now. We can resolve this in a way that's still pleasing for every other build in the game if we simply rewrite this. Like, simply just, it should function no differently other than just making sure that it fits in easier, right? So what is covered that isn't covered? It was so weird to me that everything was redundant about Alchemist Fire. Hang on. What does it say about grenades? Oh, wait. A character can throw a grenade on a point with it up to... Okay, but that's a grenade. These will target a creature. Because these call for a DC, we don't have to worry so much about attack and damage rolls. We have to worry about attack and damage rolls if it hits a target. You have to make an attack roll. Oh, no. I'm not trying to mess with improvised weapon proficiency. I don't want to add the D4 or anything like that. I don't want it to have the interpretation of there's an initial D4 and dexterity modifier and XYZ thing. Alright, so. You can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. As a simple weapon. As a simple weapon. Just curious, why not 30 feet? Usually thrown is 20, 60. Did the original already synergize with accuracy? Or archery? Could you originally apply archery to Alchemist Fire? Ranged weapons. They... Since throwing stuff in double strength, no, don't get too into the thick of the woods. We're still making, don't get too into the thick of that. Ranged, okay, if you throw it, and it is a weapon that uses strength, then you use strength. If the weapon does not indicate that it uses strength, then you use dexterity. Yeah, I don't think the synergy with the problem comes from sharpshooter, but like, did the sharpshooter problem already exist? Like, it would have been on the attack roll, right? Or, sorry, on the damage roll. Ranged weapon attacks. Before you make an attack with a ranged weapon that you're proficient with, could you, as a sharpshooter, take Tavern Brawler, go over into sharpshooter, and then you're throwing acid to do the plus 10 damage on top of anything from the fighting style? It is unclear whether it was a melee or ranged weapon. Like, wait, whoa. It is unclear whether it was a melee or ranged weapon. I think that's actually how that does work. You can go over, get Tavern Brawler, then come over to Sharpshooter, and then you can be doing 2d6 plus 10 damage with acid. And you could throw it, I think, 60 feet at that point. I mean, that's quite a bit. Okay. So there's no problem with calling it a simple, you make a ranged attack. Hey, what's up, Clint? How you doing? Glad to finally get a second to watch the magic happen. Hey, glad to have you, man. I don't know if it's a time zone thing, but I know it's late over here. I am just hang on, sorry. Okay, here we go. Wait, you think OG isn't a ranged weapon, it's a ranged attack with an improvised weapon. Wait, what? Acid and Alchemist Fire aren't ranged weapons. You can make ranged attacks with them. That doesn't let you use archery or sharpshooter. You can throw this flask up to 20 feet with either the attack or use an object action, shattering it on impact. Make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating the Alchemist Fire as a simple weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. Right? Are improvised weapons in their own category? You're confused, instructions unclear, drink vial, and melted. Yeah. Improvised weapons follow a separate set of rules that comes with a baked-in d4 plus dex die of damage that I'm trying to address right here. As soon as I address that and I write in... oh, how did Heavy deal with this on Alchemists and I think it's Almanac? Heavy isn't running a class for this. And actually, I don't know that Heavy's kept up with all this stuff. I haven't really seen him online much, so I don't really know. We had a conversation about like a week or two ago about the Alchemist I'm making, and that was the last I'd heard from him. Yeah, I think since it's a simple weapon, oh Jesus. Well, and the fact that you can throw this... That might be our food getting here. You can throw this flask up to 20 feet with either the attacker use an object action. Clarifies quite a bit. It's a simple weapon, so there's not a baked-in die of damage on top of everything. What's up, Zandy? You want to play the Dragoon Runekeeper, but you want to clarify something first. Does Dragon's Ascent require that I land on top of the creature? I believe it was, if I remember right, you jump up, do the lunge, and it should be, you just have to make an attack against the creature, and your momentum is carrying the additional force required. So I don't think you have to land on top of the creature from what I remember. But, I mean, it's been a second. So, from what I can recall, I was trying to make it to where it was just like, you make an attack after the fall, and then the stuff happens. It should not be an improvised weapon because there are other implications now that come with that we are now trying to address. Technically, being a weapon designed specifically to be a weapon, Alchemist Fire cannot be an improvised weapon. That's a nice thought. I think this is the way that this needs to get worded now. This sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. You can throw this flask up to 20 feet with either the attack or use an object action, shattering it on impact. Make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating the Alchemist Fire as a simple weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature can end this damage by using its action to make a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish the flames. We have removed the improvised weapons coding from this completely. Does this fix quite a few issues? I think it does. Maybe you treat improvised weapons that you have created what as simple ranged weapons? No. That's not. No, we're addressing a core issue of the interaction that happens between these items and the improvised. It's a lot easier to fix these than it is to hardwire something that suddenly it's something for you and then different for everybody else. Maybe the weapons or vials you throw count as simple weapons with a finesse tag. I think you guys are getting a little too into the thick of it in thinking that this needed to apply strength. Nothing about this says that it should use strength. It's a ranged attack, so by default, it should be using dexterity. I would say that an alchemical item you use for the attack counts as a simple weapon for you. Or, wait, you could say the alchemical item you use for an attack counts as a simple weapon for you. Yeah, so that would be something that you are coding in order to actually give the character something of a detriment? Because then they're missing out on the 1d4. Like, we're trying to address the narrative issue that comes up as well, right? There's an inconsistency in, I can use this with the use an object action, yet the effects don't happen. However, despite me doing the same course of action, you see what I mean? Yeah. Narratively, you're doing the same course of action, but there's a really unpleasing inconsistency that happens whenever you're doing legitimately or narratively the exact same thing, except you've just decided rather than use the use an object action, I am simply chucking the thing. So I am throwing the flask, which because I've used the attack action rather than the use an object action, the flask won't shatter. So it's a narrative inconsistency it's a narrative issue that's happening with Alchemist Fire. Are you supposed to add proficiency mod to the attack roll though? I don't really mind that too much. If you have proficiency with simple weapons, guess what? You can throw Alchemist Fire. I'm fine with that. Maybe more people will actually start picking the item up. Fire is a simple weapon with a thrown property. You don't. It's a ranged. There you go. Now it uses Dex. Boom. Boom. Right? We don't need to code it with anything else like finesse or thrown or anything like that. Who will win tonight, Taron or one spicy jar? Fucking Taron will. I promise you that. I always go through one of these nights anytime I am like right at about this halfway point with a design where I'm like, something's not right. And this is the Taron gets a 6-pack of beer and sits with this thing until he figures it out night. Your money's on the jar. This solves the problem. Does it need to say when you do? You were saying thrown so we could still smash him over the head with it. If you do that, I wish you all the luck in the world, because this is a... Boy, you don't want to be anywhere near Alchemist Fire whenever it goes off. Like, narratively, like, I smash it over their head. I mean, sure, like, let it be cool, the fantasy of it. Will I try to prevent archery / sharpshooter? You can already do that with Alchemist Fire. Like, and that's the problem of them saying that, like, okay, they left sharpshooter way too open. You gain the following benefits, maybe, while making an attack with a martial ranged weapon. And, like, I don't even really mind the narrative that, like, a sharpshooter is, like, I'm gonna make a tricky shot with this to try and, like, you know, whatever. You know, those are gonna be what they're gonna be. if someone's like, well, I took our... The problem would actually be... The problem would actually be that whether or not that character would be better than you at doing the thing. I want the alchemist to do, like... No, it's not. It's not a recurring instance of +10 on damage. It's on the first hit of it. If the attack hits, you add +10 to the attack's damage. So it's that attack means a specific thing. That means the attack is the instance of damage, right? Any recurring effects that happen afterwards are effects, right? So it's not you add +10 to the attack and any effect, any damage of the effects or whatever. It's just whenever you do that penalty, bam, if the attack hits, it's a +10. Could you add a condition on if applied water on the Alchemist Fire, the resulting damage increases by 1d4 and require now a DC? No, that's overcomplicating it. No, we wanted to plug into the system. We wanted to just like churn and go. Don't over-design. Original Alchemist Fire let you target someone within 5 feet, but they kept it as a ranged attack either way. Echoes the whole you always attack with a net at disadvantage over sight. The whole net issue I will address at some point. Like, because that is a problem. Let me figure this out real quick. Okay. So the acid okay. Bam. You might be late to the party here, but what is the benefit of the attack or use an object action? The benefit is we're solving for a weird narrative that happens whenever you are making an improvised weapon attack, or basically you're using the same, like, let's just say this. I can use an object action. Oh, fuck. I think I see what you're pointing at now. So you can use an improvised weapon attack. It doesn't solve the problem it was trying to solve. I mean, it plays out a little bit better. Fucking improvised weapon attack. Like, if you throw a vial of acid as an improvised weapon, it could still, like, it could still shatter. We'll say this. The narrative will be Yeah, you hit them with the vial, and then it didn't shatter, and then it hit the ground. And there it shattered. You deal 1d4 plus dex damage to it by hitting it in the face with a vial of acid, and then the acid spilled out harmlessly onto the ground. I'm echoing? What? Am I? Hold up. That's not good. You don't hear it? Hold up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Yeah, I don't hear it. Nah, you sound fine. All right. Okay. So, and yeah, those of you that were hanging out last night, yeah, I'm still wearing the same shirt. Are you kidding me? It's summer. You're lucky I've got on clean underwear, all right? So, this works. I'm wearing underwear. Yes, I am. I'm a streamer. There's an element of professionalism that has to occur. When's the bikini stream? When you all get me to 1 million subscribers. I hate that I just said that on camera. You get me to 1 million subscribers, give me the time to get toned, you know, we'll talk bikini stream. Violence thrown at shatters on impact. Clip it. Oh, you know what? You know what? At that point, when's it? All right. Now. This solves a lot of issues. This wording will be very clear and concise. The cool thing that we get to do, you'll spend more time trying to get toned than you will getting to 1 million. Oh man, no. At this pace, you kidding me? Oh no, I can, I mean, I've done it in the past. I can do a full body transformation in like basically 6 weeks if I'm just working on it. But I've got to work on it. Yeah, back when I was in college, man, I had 6-pack abs. I was cut. I say back whenever I was in college. Back like 2011, 2012. Yeah, I was cut. I went from just being like kind of tubby to like 6-pack raw. But being in a coma for 2 months is a pretty goddamn good way to make your muscles atrophy. But no, I mean, if I put myself on that, right? Are you kidding me? Do I need to go to Facebook and pull up a picture? Nah, not on stream. Yeah, no, I mean, I was in really, really good shape back right before the accident. Yeah, that's going to slow down the progress. Optional rule, firearm proficiency. I see no reason why they really need to get firearm proficiency, but we could put it in maybe the bomber or something. Picture it didn't happen. I don't know. I might post it over in the Discord or something like that. With a bikini. You guys, all right. You all are so goddamn horny on main. We got so many issues fixed with this. Like, so many issues. Okay. So, once we remove all that, definitely earn that beer. Goddamn right. Sorry, my feet. What? Oh yeah, that is a great. Okay, that is a awesome Critical Role clip. 3 fingers. Yeah, I'm sure so many DMs out there immediately wanted to make. You want a good reason to introduce firearms into your campaign? Go watch the clips of Matthew Mercer role playing as Victor. That header font bra shifts. The whole layout is just good goods. See your paragraph tricks too, love it. Oh shucks, thanks man. Yeah, this is, so it's called Ecstasy. I'm hoping to like get this out as like, this is the layout I'm wanting to go with like what is my style. And the thing that I really love is how like not just that, I mean that evokes the kind of fantasy that I like writing, right? It's a little bit like charming, sharp, whimsical, whatever, you know. Now I think the thing that really ties it together was honestly finding Maxwell, because his art style just complements everything about the aesthetic. Yeah, Ecstasy, like the drug. It is a good font. Like, I love it. It is Thrasher on the cover, yes. It's my buddy Tyler Thrasher. Hang on. The guy who basically inspired me to get dedicated to make this thing.
It's me.
It's you.
It's me.
What'd you do?
It's me.
What'd you do? What'd you get for food?
I sent the guy home.
Okay, you mean your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's kind of offensive if you call him the gay.
I am also of the gay. Hi! Hello!
Yeah, they have to be cohesive. Man, the marriage of it is just like, oh. Are you also horny? Or maybe, okay.
What?
I
mean, I'm always honest, but what?
So this is the guy that...
Hi, Meta!
This is the guy that I based... Well, I say...
Thrasher!
Yeah, that I... the cover artwork's based off of. My buddy, Tyler Thrasher.
He's literally in my phone as Thrash God.
Yeah. Like...
What a wonderful creature. Mm.
He's a great guy.
The magical being.
So, yeah, the cover art, I told Maxwell, I was like, my buddy Tyler Thrasher is a real life alchemist. I want him to be like...
Was he ripped at any... Do you mean like smoking or do you mean like working out?
No, they're asking if I was ever ripped at one point. Amanda didn't know me... Well, no, you did know me.
No,
you knew me back in high school. But no, I'm talking about... I told them whenever I was in college and I had like the 6-pack and everything. Yeah, see? Like... Guys, I don't know if you've... I don't know if you've ever heard of like muscle atrophy before, but if you do nothing but like lay in a hospital bed for 2 months, I went from weighing like 210 pounds to 120.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh, my night's been good, thank you.
Kind of loose, majestic. Yeah.
I saved a bee today.
You did save a bee today. Look at you go. So
what are y'all talking about?
So I got the coding for this stuff figured out. I got essentially by the coding. I
love that graphic and the text. Man, it's just the layout looks so good.
The chat was just talking about the layout.
It looks so good.
So basically, here's the problem, or here was the problem,
Mm-hmm.
except
I remember.
Yeah. So I figured this out. You lost a lot of muscle thanks to a broken wrist that took 8 months to recover. Yeah. Muscle atrophy is no joke. Like, for real, I mean, I lost 90 pounds. 90 pounds. And if you're not eating enough protein to support it, you will just lose it. You will absolutely lose it. Beautiful. The secrets to your gains, and then tell me the way to get ripped like Chris Hemsworth. I want to get ripped. You have to, I would say, talk this with somebody. A lot of it's about diet and
and we were talking about this today. Personal accountability.
Yeah. The diet, and you've got to keep up with a consistent schedule and hold yourself accountable for like just doing it right. You're building up a good habit of actually, working out, like making it a daily thing where it's not a thought of like, man, I would really like to, should go to the gym, and no, be like, okay, I got to go to the gym right now. That's just like in my schedule right now. Right. It would be, I got with and I would need to get with another 24-hour gym. Because it would be like on nights like tonight, it could be like 10 o'clock, and I was like,
did you tweak the lighting?
What?
The lighting looks so good.
I just don't have this key light on right now. I've got the desk light on. Because if I turn that key light on, see, the key light's just a little too bright, I think.
I agree. Oh, that's perfect. Wow, that looks great. Anyway, sorry.
And see if I turn off the desktop light.
It's still not bad.
It's not bad, but
I like the warmth.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, here's the hang up. Here's how it gets resolved, okay? So, piece by piece. They had originally, in the player's handbook, coded all of the alchemical items to be an improvised weapon attack. However, it was an improvised weapon attack that you were using as a part of the use an object action. Now, in calling something an improvised weapon attack, we have to go over and look at the rules for improvised weapons. Whenever we look over there, we see that it says it deals a d4 of damage plus applicable modifiers because of the making an attack rules. Now, whenever we do that, there's some other implications that happen. In that, I throw a thing at Alchemist Fire, it does a d4 of damage on top of the recurring damage or whatever. Most people that I have talked to about this do not believe that that is the way that the item is intended to run. Now, I agree with them. The problem is that it seems to be, Jeremy Crawford has stated, that is how the item is intended to be run. Now, this is an older view of Jeremy Crawford's, so I'm mostly thinking like, maybe he said it, not really thinking about what all that meant, or not really knowing exactly what people were getting to the heart of, right? Because it's really clear in that Twitter thread that, like, he does not understand what the question is. Or he does, and he's giving a very, very dense and vague answer. So I was like, alright, where is another place that we can get the rules for, like, alchemical items or whatever? Then someone in my YouTube comments goes, have you checked the Cobalt Inventor? And I was like, motherfucker, it uses Alchemist Fire. Because of that, I can do a little bit of, I can draw some conclusions about how Alchemist Fire works for monsters, at least in the game. So, Alchemist Fire. Number one thing, the biggest thing that I got out of this information, it is not making a ranged improvised weapon attack. It is making a ranged weapon attack. Once we remove that, you see how there's no additional d4 of damage from hitting the target? This means that this is how Alchemist Fire is supposed to work right here.
Nice.
This is how it's intended to work within the game. So yes, the original interpretation that everybody had was correct. The intention of Alchemist Fire is to be, you hit it, it does not immediately take damage as a result of it being an improvised weapon attack. Rather, it gets hit, and then at the start of its next turn, it takes the 1d4 fire damage. Now, the reason why this works out really well is because they removed the improvised weapon thing, so it doesn't have a d4 rider on top of everything. Once you do this, and figure out how to make all of these alchemical items, if you rewrite them as simple, or ranged simple weapons, or whatever it is you want to say, maybe later on there's a need to call them ranged alchemical items or whatever. I don't know. But for right now, if you do this, what this will do is allow the item to function exactly as we have intended it to in the past, without all the messiness that comes from improvised weapons, and then it does the D4 and yada yada yada. This is the most elegant way I can possibly think of to resolve narrative issues, hangups like if I throw it using the improvised weapon stuff as an attack, what happens there? Well, it's no longer an improvised weapon because we are calling it a ranged simple weapon attack, right? With either the attack or use an object action. If you are using this with the attack action, this is the way that it's going to get coded. We solve all the narrative issues, we code it really easily to where it will work within the game, and we don't have all the messiness that comes with it being an improvised weapon attack. This is the solution right here. Yeah. Wizards of the Coast, this is how you need to fix this shit.
Woo! Way to go!
That's going to be a clip right there. I'm like, that is my, like, this has been a rule that has been haunting me ever since I started doing the Alchemist class design. Found an image of me wearing a bikini. Check open chat over in Discord. Now I'm curious. What'd you do? Nice. Nice. Good on you.
Good Googling and...
Yeah.
And, I guess photoshopping.
Yeah, it's become very clear. Well, number one, now the thing I said is was Reddit right? Here's they made me a little bit snippy. I'm not gonna lie with the way that I got treated. Was Reddit right? Partially, but that doesn't mean that that was the way it should have been.
Absolutely,
acting,
and it doesn't mean it wasn't worth discussing. You know.
Let me do this. Oh wait, no, I meant to give that to Heavy.
Heavy arms.
Boom.
Oh, I like the music.
It's from Hades, right?
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep, Hades. Be cool, man. Trying to save you. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh crap. That's Stream Deck. Go away. All right. Yeah. Are we doing an art showcase now? All of a sudden. Yeah, you found the old picture of me from the Tulsa World. Oh, where'd it go? Look at was it what? Look at my junk.
Maybe. No.
I don't know. Okay.
Open chat. Open chat.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for the. Yeah. See, there's me at
those beautiful boobies.
There's me at 120 pounds.
That's crazy tiny.
That's yeah. So that was these wrists are this whole arm is super incredibly skinny. Cursed, yeah, pretty much. And that was me about like, oh god, not super long after the accident. I think this is like the same year. Using the ambience of stream to help you get to sleep. Thanks for the vibes. Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. We can make acid better or cooler. We are stronger when weaker acids.
120 Taron pounds.
Yeah.
That's great. I liked it.
You just received a helpful award from a Reddit post from 3 years ago. Clearly, Reddit is a friendly place. Yeah, no, that's actually me. Yep. That was before.
Oh, it was like what? 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
We've been together 5, so.
No, that was actually like. Oh wait, holy shit! The 10-year anniversary of the accident is next month.
Oh my god.
Wow, I just now realized that.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that was the same.
It was 2000.
That was 2012.
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I was up out of the coma and at home. Taking more oxycodone than most people should reasonably handle.
Yeah.
It was prescribed, you know.
Rightfully so.
But yeah, so that was that was actually before like about 30-ish surgeries right there.
Reddit is like a teen with mood swings. Good night, sirens or siren? Yeah, sirens.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
was somebody a little further up that said hi to us, but I didn't know who it was. They said hi to both of us.
Spencer said, "Holy moly!"
No, go up a little.
Oh well, I got other stuff I gotta get to.
That's fine. I was just
Don't worry about it.
who it was.
Hi, whoever it was. Amanda's.
I just didn't know if it was somebody we like knew in like real life or whatever. Oh my god. Okay, well I'm.
Oh.
I'm gonna go play. Sorry, I'm gonna go play more Minecraft.
Yeah, I actually think that's been an hour. Yeah. Okay, so now that we've seen this, I think you guys are seeing the moving parts, the moving pictures, all this stuff. You're being pedant. No, you're fine. Simple weapon attack isn't a thing. As a simple weapon, okay. We've gone back and forth. Make a ranged attack against the creature. Treating the Alchemist Fire as a ranged simple weapon. Make a ranged attack. Make a ranged attack. Y'all are gonna break my fucking brain. Ranged attack. Now it does dexterity. All that good business. There we go. Yes, my brain. 3 people leave. All right. Now, good sleuthing and ruling here. We still on the improvised weapon discourse? No, not exactly. We have it solved. We have it solved in a way that should not bring up issues in the game and allow characters, if they would like to pick up Alchemist Fire, if they want to, at the start, and be able to use it without being especially good at fighting in a tavern. And with that, I very much need to pee. XP level Taron. Oh, hey, what's up, Eddie? Now with that, I need to pee. So, what do we need to fix our homebrew next? Actually, I think with this, here's the fun thing. I think with this, we can start looking at the classes, but we can start looking at the class, make sure everything is nice and neat and easy to go. We are damn near at subclass time. And I mean, damn near. They obviously make a simple weapons. You are making this object right here that treats itself as a simple weapon. It treats itself. It takes itself out every single night for Cheesecake Factory. It treats itself. So, now, I have really got to pee. I'm gonna do that. How are we doing on this? Oh. I'm gonna pee. Give me about 5, maybe 10 minutes. I'll be right back, guys, because we are very close. All right. You want container upgrades? Guess what? Guess what? Oh, wait. Where are you? Right over here. I am giving you more containers. I'm doing all that stuff. Is your P a simple weapon or an improvised weapon? It is a... Friday. What the hell is going on in here? As it's the usual kind of chat activity I've gotten Stockholm syndromed into believing is normal around here. Hello, everyone. All right. We're good. We're good. We're gonna be great. Okay. We got this. All right. Now, here is the thing that we know that we need to do at this point. We have a, wait, what was that about Stockholm Syndrome? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Google it. All right. Now, we have something that we are doing when we're proposing a new design like this. One of the things that becomes necessary is that we need to essentially give a block of text at some point that states why we did the change, why we have proposed that this is the thing that you should do rather than whatever. I'm not going to bore you guys by doing that right now. I'm going to do that off camera. But here's the real cool and exciting thing we get to do. We get to look at the class features and evaluate what needs to potentially get moved around. Bonus action, you're gonna okay. So a few things are going on. Let me give a rundown as to what is currently going on. Okay, there were a few changes that went down with the Alchemist since the last stream. Alchemical Adept or Experimentalist Adept and Alchemy is all you're getting at first level. Your Alchemical Practice and Methodical Efficiency at second level. Methodical Efficiency has gotten a change. Lightning in a Bottle has gotten moved from initially at 7th all the way up to 3rd. All the way up to 3rd, but that's all you're getting there. Okay. Lightning in a Bottle is the one, remember, that you can quickly concoct a potion of healing. Yeah. Ability score improvement, mix, all that good business. Dulcify Decoctions, your Alchemical Practice feature happening at 6th. Lightning in a Bottle for Uncommon happening at 7th. Ability score improvement, Volatile Potency at 9th. This is your power spike where you're, whenever you roll the dice for a potion or an alchemical item, whatever it's going to do. Goodbye. You'll get to roll another dice and add it to it. So there's that. Spontaneous Catalysis, I think that was at 11th. I moved that up to 10th, and I moved an Alchemical Practice feature to 11th. For those of you that remember Philosopher's Stone, the reason why this change was made was because I moved Philosopher's Stone all the way up to 15th. I've given you another 14th. Well, I moved their other Alchemical Method feature down to 17th. And I moved I gave them a new feature called Mind Over Matter. Lightning in the Bottle being very rare is happening at 18th. That is your mini capstone. You being able to manifest a very rare potion. that sounds pretty mini capstone worthy. And then they've got their Big Bang happening at 20th. So, I like the overall crescendo that's happening of class features as we go along. So, let's talk about new stuff that's going on. Methodical Efficiency has gotten a few changes. Oh. Hold up. What? What's going on? Oh, I was like, who's here? Okay. No big deal. She's talking on the phone with somebody. No worries. Nobody's here. Nobody's breaking into my house, okay? Your Alchemical Practice, you're going to get it second. Methodical Efficiency. Now, rather than you can use a bonus action to administer a potion or whatever, use an object action. What I do worry about here is you being able to do this as a bonus action, use an object, and then use an object on your turn. That is quite a lot. Quite a lot. Something I'm keeping in mind. Now, here's the thing. You being able to use this, use an object action as a bonus action on your turn. It's coming online at second. Oh, wait. No, it comes online at third for the rogue. Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh. Ooh. The medicine check has a lot more combat weight than a nature check. Ooh. Ooh. Does that need to get moved to 5th? That might need to get moved to 5th. Hold on, because then we'd have a cool gradient happening here. Hold up, one sec. Ooh. Oh, wait. I'll explain this here in a second. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of work real quick. One sec. Okay, now let me explain what all just happened in my brain right there. The brain blast moment. Okay. Okay. Hey, so I don't know what type of subclasses you want to make with this class, because if it's all about potion making, or am I wrong? I just want to make sure I'm more. It's more of an inventory class. It's the different concoctions you'll be making that are going to kind of define your subclass identity. Now. Let me explain why I just did what I did right there. Okay. Now, their second level. Here's the reason why I moved this specifically. This is effectively as strong as extra attack for them. Just being able to use an object action as a bonus action on your turn means that you can use an alchemical item as a bonus action on your turn. Now, it's different. It's weighted a little bit different over on the rogue, because it's a little bit harder for them to guarantee that they've got alchemical items, okay? But I wanted to make sure that if you were going with this class and you were multi-classing over into Rogue for Thief to go pick up that bonus action, use an object, I'm going to disincentivize you to do that. Because mathematically, you can get the same perk by sticking with this class rather than going to 3 levels over into Rogue. So 2 5th level traits, yeah, Monk does the same thing. So, Dulcified Decoctions is just making sure that everything that you're making is going to last longer. Methodical Efficiency is effectively like their actual extra attack. Use an object action as a bonus action, boom. Now, mathematically, what's going to wind up happening is if you wind up going over into Thief Rogue, there would be a bit of a redundancy, because you would get that bonus action, use an object over there, and it's a very strong synergy, like, no lie, it's a strong synergy. But use an object action over here at 5th level means that mathematically, if you were to take like 2 levels of Alchemist and then go 3 into Rogue to go get that bonus action stuff, you might actually be better off just sticking with Alchemist. Like, just stay with Alchemist. You'll get the bonus action, use an object at 5th, which is going to be somewhat comparable to their extra attack. This is actually a power spike right here. Their dulcified decoctions makes it to where you can make something on your turn. If you don't want to use it on that turn, it's all good. You've got 10 minutes before that goes away. Now, a turn comes up, you want to use an object, boom, use an alchemical item, do it. You've got another one, boom, do it. This is a natural power spike right here. This is so good. And we don't have to give them, like, use an extra object like I did with the merchant. Is throwing an attack action, or does it replace an attack like Fizzban's Dragonborn Breath? It would be, you can use it as an attack. So it could replace an attack. What if they instead decided to use Rogue as their main class? For instance, Rogue 17, Alchemist 3? That's fine. Either way, you're getting the same result. So they can concoct, stick with it, do whatever. I would rather embrace the multi-class. Just knowing that that's a mechanic of 5e. I'd rather embrace that fact, but design around it. Either way, I don't see it as like a huge issue. I'm trying to find any of these little like hiccups that might happen. Kinsei Monk / Alchemist sounds tempting. Some people told me about the worry about how deflect missiles could work, where like someone throws an alchemical item at you and then like you deflect it and throw it at somebody else, and then it becomes you know, like, in any case, I'm like, honestly, that sounds kind of fucking cool. I like it, I want it, I gotta have it when it's done. Side note, what price am I looking at selling it for? Most likely $10. I am commissioning a lot of custom artwork for it. I'm doing all the layout and everything. The Runekeeper is a massive document. Everything that went into that was requiring a lot. I am probably putting this one up for $10. There's going to be a whole bunch of new items. You're getting a whole class. Yeah. Non-spellcasters are easy to balance. This, agree or disagree? Probably agree. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that there's... I think that balance is kind of a thing that's like in orbit. Like we, you know, I mean, you can make a non-spellcaster absolutely busted. Will we get a feat or two to go with the class? Why not? I made the item, or I made the icon for it. Items, so feats would go like right in here or something, I think. Or like actually like after it. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. So the alchemist items are balanced around being able to use 2 of them per turn. How easy is it to carry excess alchemical items to enable this? I don't have any arbitration as to how you're tracking it. There's nothing about that. I'm designing it as if you could, in effect, your inventory, if you went and got a bag of holding, like because the bag of holding exists, we cannot use encumbrance as a balancing measure for anything in a class. You know what I mean? Or haversack. Yeah. And I am all here for it. I've just got to figure out how to make it work within that. Now, mix, I don't mind moving up to 7th. It's kind of cool, but it feels a little bit worrisome. I think that mix could honestly be Mix could be their 10th, and that is a fucking nutso power spike. What's the 9th right now? Volatile Potency. Whenever you make a damage or healing roll with an alchemical item, potion, or poison, you can roll an additional die of the same size and add it to the damage or healing of the item. Roll additional die of the same size. So, Alchemist Fire doing 2d4. If the, you could say it in here, like, if the, Ross and I were discussing this last night, and we both agreed that this should probably be the 9th. This is a big power spike. It's pretty big. Oh, wait. Okay, no, the clarification's fine, because it's just the one additional die. Okay. You're living behind the class because it's coming out. I can't wait to see what comes out of the subclasses. Well, first off, thank you. Second off, oh wait, Hat and Clogs. By the way, fucking MVP doing like timeline stamping over on YouTube, like on all the VODs. I cannot imagine like all the work you've been putting in. Thank you so much. Like I'm gonna go through at some point and just keep penning your comments because like man, thank you so much. I need to at some point do the chapters and everything to just, yeah, but yeah, thank you. Does it go up again at later levels? The fact that you can combine the two items makes me think that it likely shouldn't. Because, well, you're able to combine the two items. I don't think Spontaneous Catalyst is really necessary. Good to see the unsung heroes of YouTube getting sung. Ah, shucks. I am just not thinking that Spontaneous Catalysis is really all that necessary. I feel a lot safer getting rid of that, putting Mix up here at 10th. If 11th level for a Martialist is supposed to be analogous to an extra third attack, shouldn't the third tier power spike occur at 11th? Is the subclass going to carry the weight of a third and fourth tier? I was debating that. Is there any reason for me to keep that at 17th? Where does Druid get there? 6th, 10th, and what? 14th? I can never remember. I never write for Druids. 14th? Wow. Okay, so it can be Druid scaling. Okay. Well. Is there a reason why? I wrote Mind Over Matter. I'm not sold on that. Volatile started at 7th, it can scale at like 14th. Volatile is supposed to be its big power spike right there. You need a power spike at 5th, 9th, hopefully 13th, and then most likely at 17th levels. That is like real signature 5e like class design, is where their power spikes are kicking on are like that entry level into that tier of play, right? So like you need a power spike at 9th. You definitely have to have a power spike at 5th. Rogue is 3, 9, 13, and 17. Yeah, the lightning in a bottle is so good that I think it needs to be its only third. Second is what is going to really define their playstyle. A part of me... A bonus action to do a medicine check. That's already scary. That's so scary. And like, yeah, that is very, very scary. Something similar to expertise, I already made it. They've got their expertise feature kicking on at first. The, chemical practice, lightning in a bottle. Mix is a power spike. I can't get around that. Yeah, it needs to just go Druid, scaling. Mind over matter, this could kick on at 13th. I'll talk about mind over matter. And I'm not, like, I'll get you all's take on it here in a second, because I don't even know that it's all that exciting. 17th can be the dead level so that, you know, people don't screech about it. The only problem is on a Martialist, though. Like, man, everybody else is getting so much cool shit. Well, I say that, I mean, the big thing here for Druid is that they're getting their 9th level spell slot. Ethicist? What? Bonus action to bail out a dying ally in the weakest way doesn't seem scary. No. It just doesn't seem like it's giving them enough. Shit, what was I pulling up? Druid? No, wait. Oh, shit, I'm on Druid. What was I pulling up? What is Monk getting at 17th? Their monastic tradition feature. What is Rogue getting? Roguish archetype? Yeah, and sneak attack goes up. Oh, we got it. We got it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can't remember if it's... There we go. There we go. Good power spikes. Okay. So, you all tell me if this doesn't just blow up your skirt, alright? Mind over matter. Through your application of quick wit and analysis of the situation, you can use your intelligence modifier in place of your strength or dexterity modifier when making ability checks or saving throws. First impressions. What do you think? Pretty wacky. It's not overpowered, but what's the flavor? My thought is like whenever you're making an athletics check, cool busted. My thought is like if you make an athletics check to get out of a situation, you can apply your intellect to the check, you know. Or rather like you're applying quick thinking to the check. Now you realize it's only ability checks or saving throws. You don't have the proficiency. And here's the other thing, it does not override the fact, because this was the thing that it's very strong. This is very strong. I feel like this should be an expensive alchemical item. Other than the name, the narrative feels off to me. I'm not exactly saying how it applies to saving throws or like grappling. Like, the thought here being that you're intelligent, like, you're able to quickly analyze the situation and then potentially get out of it, right? Because of how quick you were at, like, coming up with a solution. Kind of my thought. And if this just gets wiped, I'm not upset about it. But I think it sounds kind of cool. Because, like, every other martialist is getting this kind of a thing where, like, someone was saying an offensive spike rate in here. 14th level blind sense for rogue. I mean, this is somewhat defensive, and it's helping them with offense here. Yeah, it's like when Sherlock was doing the street fights and he's thinking of the next plan of attack, right? Literally, like, formulas coming up in front of your face, you know. Why wouldn't the wizard be able to do it then? It feels clunky and puzzling. Mostly because wizard is wizard, and I didn't write it. I would love it if you got to add int to dex saves. If you can succeed, you take no damage, pseudo evasion. Maybe. The contrast here being Artificer getting Flash of Genius. I know this is an early level, I'm just saying, you know, stick with me here. Flash of Genius is also, like, almost evoking this, like, you are magically throwing out advice or something like that. How does it interact with grapple rules? The interaction is supposed to be that, like, you know how to get your way out of the situation. So, like, you are making, whenever it calls for a strength check, you can replace that with, you can replace your strength modifier with intelligence. It gives a bonus of those things when only X times per day. Right. Could fit on any int-based class, but this is a martialist, so they'd be making more strength saves and probably a few more dex saves, so I think it fits mechanically. I think there's something here. I think it's an interesting idea. But, you know, like I said, if it's got to get gutted, it's got to get gutted. I think that it's kind of worth hanging out. Getting normal evasion. Anyway, you work with things blowing up all day. You can evade a fireball. Okay, that's kind of funny. Well, I mean, this is... You're making... I mean... well, what you could say... Actually, what you could do with this... This is funny. This is funny. You're supposed to be a backline character anyway, so it's like you should ideally not be in the thick of it anyways. Alright, this is goofy. Pulling apart. So, like, the idea of, like, well, whenever I grapple the thing, it's like, cool, you're kind of... What is Sherlock ability name? The way I'm looking at it is, like, number one, it's at 14th level. If your thought is, I want to go 14 levels into Alchemist in order to for my grapple build to work, your grapple build has got another problem already. I think that this is actually pretty sick. Now, what this could do is if this is just too good to be putting into here, this could go into a future mutagenist, right? Make it saves only, include con saves, just a thought. They have proficiency in con saves. He plans the entire fight in his head. Yeah. So, I mean, just for right now, I think that this is kind of an interesting way to go. I'm going to kind of sit on it for a second. You feel like it should take more time to use an ability in this way, like to represent you clutching together a gadget or analyzing a smart solution, but then it's weaker. So then if you move it down, etc. The feeling I kind of get out of this is, okay, hold up. Hey, later, Craig the Psycho. Thanks so much for hanging out, man. Now, if we do that, that's very strong. But they don't have a lot they want to do with a reaction. Wait, we're more sold on that? Oh, it would work with initiative. Yeah, there we go. That would work with initiative. It costs your reaction, but you get initiative. But you probably won't want to be doing that anyways. You have a trade-off here of either I can give myself... Okay. You can either say I'm going to give myself the bonus to initiative here, or... Koopa Girl, hey, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Welcome to all this. Short or long rest. Maybe... Oh man, Axiom. I don't know if this is gonna show up over here or not. Thank you so much for the 10. What is it? The Polish gold coinaroos. Woke up, made coffee, saw this equals good day start. I am glad to have you. There it is. The 10 pulls. Does it? Yeah, I don't want to lose Big Bang. This capstone is so good. I love this. Yeah, it's what's interesting is Big Bang is unique. I like it. Um, I love the idea of it's the start of combat, and somewhere in the like, I mean, if we're talking about combat time, right? Like actions and whatnot happening rounds or whatever, this is technically like an event that is occurring somewhat outside of the realm of time in the action economy. Yeah! Yes! If you remember long res, short res features don't exist anymore. Oh man. That's funny. Well, they do for classes. Provided you're not incapacitated? I mean, you can't take that action anyways if you're incapacitated. Should Big Bang be dependent on not being surprised? I believe it is a metaphor. No other during combat role thing accounts for surprise, so I think that's accounting for a thing that might not be necessary here. We have 2 more years before the kill short rest feature. Yeah, I do like the interpretation there that it's like, don't worry about it. You think it needs a different name? This name is staying. I am changing mechanics before I change this name. Oh, that is such a sick capstone name. Big Bang for an alchemist? Dude, oh, it's perfect. This is perfect capstone name right here. Can I make like super glue bombs with the alchemist? I want to glue people to walls and the ceiling. I want to give you the palette to make alchemical items the way you want to make them. I do not want to inhibit, well, actually, wait, you just reminded me. Yes, there is a way you can do that in this class. One of the things I went through last night, and I haven't covered on this stream, I brought back a lot of the old equipment that was in previous editions, or that Wizards of the Coast was making for the Alchemist Artificer, and just decided, like, we're just not going to deal with it, whatever. So, a way that you can glue somebody down. You all Alchemist fans out there, whenever you're playing this class, I promise you, this is going to be your go-to. This is such a fucking funny item. Tangle Foot Bag. This bag is filled with writhing, sticky black tar. As an action, you can burst the bag on a creature within 5 feet of you, or throw it up to 20 feet. So you can just go, which causes the goo in the bag to burst out. In either case, make a ranged attack against the target, treating the bag as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target becomes grappled by the goo that starts to harden when exposed to the air. The Tangle Foot Bag has no effect underwater. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained. The goo becomes brittle and fragile after 1 minute, cracking apart. Riot foam, yeah. If you use it within 5 feet of you, do you have disadvantage? I'm putting wording in here to override the net issue. I will be clarifying all the net issue problems. Is there a feature to up the DC of alchemical items? Guess what? I love how you all are finding all the problems I had coming into all of these like item-based classes back when I found the merchant, or like I made the merchant. Boom. If the item calls for a saving throw, you can use your alchemy save DC instead of the DC listed in the item's description. The saving throw DC is listed as follows. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Oh, I thought Tanglefoot Bag was vines growing out of a bag, though? No, it's always been like black tar sticky goo that you throw at somebody. Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. You don't have an item-based character unless you get this right here. And why would you go, like... That's one of the issues that, like, Rogue kind of has going on if they're going to be, like, going off a kind of Alchemist build like that. You got big memes. Oh man. Oh, my nose. Hey, 1 sec. All right, where were we? So, cold iron. Cold iron could be a thing later on. Yes, they can try to escape at every turn. Living vines for this item. You know what? Well, it's not... Okay, I'm just going to leave that in there for right now. Intelligence instead of strength. Okay. The range you can throw him is doubled. Calls for a saving throw, it uses this. Bam. Alright. There's an action to escape a grapple. Correct. Smoke sticks and glow rods. Sun rods? Hey! Hey! Glad to see so many people are kind of familiar. Now, all this stuff. Okay, that needs to go. I am basically just like copy pasting a bunch of the stuff from the older editions and translating it to 5e for the Alchemist. So this is all going to be stuff that you're familiar with. But yeah, smoke sticks, they're already here. This you can ignite this alchemically treated wooden stick to instantly produce a thick plume of opaque smoke that blocks vision, including dark vision. You can hold onto the stick or throw it to a point up to 30 feet away as a part of the action used to ignite it. The area in a 10-foot radius centered around the stick is filled with thick smoke. The stick and smoke persist for 1 minute and then disappear. Lead to gold at level 20. With a certain subclass, I think that's a potential. Iron rod glows brightly when struck. Hang on, what's the torch wording right here? Okay, let's do this. Now, I can also pull some stuff from Elden Ring that would be kind of fun. You remember some of these from the old Artificer UAs? Yeah, I'm trying to bring it back. 30-foot radius. Whoa, chat just got super busy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, everyone. Or maybe it was just catching up. Chat frozen for anybody else? It seems that it was quite crazy there for a second. Fragmentation grenades and your considerations. I kind of am. Somewhat. There it's fixed. Yeah, we might have had a little bit of a stutter. But there are other flashbangs that you can get out of this. There's one called like Dwarf Blind. That was pretty fun. And I'm also programming all the alchemist or the Kobold Inventor stuff that works for this class into it. Magical bag of ones from SpongeBob. Piss and gold capstone? What? Jeez. Okay. The boot oil from Skybreak Scatterlight? I've never heard of it before. Whatever you kick with your boots will levitate. Giant Alchemist Fire that deals AoE damage. My idea is... My idea is to give you a catalyst in here at some point that makes it to where whenever you combine them at later levels, you can blow it into an AoE, like, right? Boy, you guys have really got a thing for P tonight, huh? Quick question, will I be doing an inventor class as well as someone who wants to make magic? I'm not planning on it, planning on one, no. As for right now, if you wanted that concept, I think Kibbles is... I mean, Kibbles has Kibbles has an inventor. As to whether or not it, like, scratches the itch for you, I mean, I haven't really delved super into the class. Girardi. Is that the pea drug, whatever it is? You whiff fermented pea and you start to hallucinate? Eurofill. You'll check it out. What? Oh, the inventor. Okay, I thought you were talking about sniffing your own pee. Gelatinous cube in a can item. I do plan on giving you a green slime, buddy. If you want to pick one up. Because it's in the Kobold Inventor stat block. Let's get something other than The Witcher. I like the Witcher soundtrack quite a bit, but like not... Like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like great work music. Especially not late at night. I always feel like, oh... I mean, you gotta leave it on for Pig Step, right? Is there a propane item? I'm not thinking so. Girardi is a Jarvis karate. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm familiar. Yeah, make them more vulnerable to attack. What does the Kobold Inventor do? Actually, why don't I pull this up over here? Boy, you guys are really stuck on this whole P thing tonight, huh? Is that my hair? Yeah, that is. Man, I need a haircut so bad. Alchemical item. Wasp in a bag. I mean, come on, that's fucking funny, right? Like, people could already make it, but do I just give you the option? Yeah, instant wasp, just add water. That's the kind of shit I would do in a D&D campaign. I'm like, I just want to, I plan out all the, like, alright, what's the funny ass thing I can do? Like, Oh, yeah, this stat block, you want a real fucking funny time. You want a great session. Just have the party kill a Kobold Inventor and have that Kobold Inventor have everything in this. Let the party go nuts with it. It's so funny. Clay pot of green slime at the target. This is what I want. This is what I want. Subclass Pissmaster. Y'all know this is going on the guild, right? Okay, so this is... Ooh. So it's better. Is that not just better Alchemist Fire? It is. Wait. It's just better Alchemist Fire, right? It's in the DMG, if you recall. Unlike Alchemist Fire, the action is guaranteed success. Oh. Wow, good catch. I was about to put that on the chopping block because I didn't know how that was gonna be justified. The DM's Guild loves P content. I mean, yeah. Okay. So webs in a bottle. Is there a level requirement to make any alchemical item? I'm treating it the exact same way that you would learn a bunch of spells as a wizard. You can start out at level 1 and absolutely know green slime. Brown mold feels like it would quickly destroy a campaign in the wrong hands. And the slime takes 1d10 acid damage. Alright, cool. There we go. You need a big ass clay pot. Yeah, you got it. Man, that's a pretty fucking full clay pot. Yeah, you can throw swarms and rock grubs. The rock grub might be a problem. This is something you can definitely use against the players. But, okay, technically, the players can already make this thing. Yeah, I don't know that I would consider them an alchemical item either. Wait. You can already do this. You can already... They got nerfed? Did they really? I mean, they needed it. Is it in swarms or rock grubs? I'm gonna assume swarms? Yeah. Oh, that art. Ugh. +0 to hit. Saving throw. Yeah, like they're pretty nasty, but they're pretty nasty, but my thought is like you can kind of already do this just by getting rock grubs. So I'm not worried about it, really. Kiss Alchemist must live? I am not familiar. Yeah, there's already a way for you to do that. So we can kiss worms are way worse if I remember. And you can make a scorpion on a stick. Come on, that's funny. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what I was thinking about. Oh, I have an archetype in mind I want to make work for the alchemist. The idea with it, hang on, let me copy paste this over. We'll give you rock grubs. It's so weird to call it a alchemical item. You have to, I mean, are you going to keep rock grubs on you to try and use this thing with? I don't know, but it's fucking hilarious. Like, give them the option. Give them the option. You don't feel like animals are alchemical items? No, they're not. They're a component. Rock grubs belong in the pet class. Well, I mean, I think it's kind of funny. This is kind of funny. I'll be a zombie and throw him. Yeah, me bombs. I want you to throw a mehive if you want to. Like, oh, that's so funny. Like, what does alchemy mean to you? You know. You can choose a rock grub as your player or your ranger companion. I should eat candy bugs on stream. Why are you doing this to me? An insect alchemist. Let me tell you guys one of the archetypes I'm thinking of that I haven't seen just about anywhere before. And I was actually really shocked that like I hadn't seen another alchemist ever do this in any like TTRPG, any supplement I'd seen before. So there's a certain alchemical item, or a brand, I guess we'll say, right? A category called oils. And typically oils are things that you apply to weapons. So I don't know what this will be, but like, what would a Gish alchemist look like? Like, what would it be for you to like be the guy that is like, I'm gonna apply, yeah, the lube subclass. Thank you. All right, yeah, the lubricator. Fuck around. It can't get made. All right, we'll delete it. Let's get it out of here. Let's go home. All right, let's end stream on that note. All right, everybody, have a good. No, okay. All right, so the thing I'm thinking is it would be so sick to have a subclass that's based around like, oh wait, there we go. It'd be so cool to have like, you know, I put the oil on a weapon and then fight with it. Like just that imagery alone of like is so cool. Aberrant Sork, slime skin. Sure. Wait, what? What's being discussed? I feel like you all are having another conversation. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I like this idea of like, oh, Blood Hunter with extra steps. Yeah. I don't know about the Chem Blade. I'm like, that was what I came up with real quick, and it sounds pretty hokey. But like the imagery I kind of want to evoke is like, okay, if you played Fallout, like I love the idea of the shish kebab. The shish kebab is so cool, and it's really just burning oil to make the fire in the blade, right? Like, oh, that's so sick, so sick. Squeeze straight and stuff. The Anointer. Anoint is almost a little bit too religious in nature, I think. But God, it's so sick sounding. Hiccup from How Do You Want to Train Your Dragon? That's another. Oh my God. I am so sorry to everybody out there, but I'm not a big movie guy. I have not seen How to Train Your Dragon. Anointer is pretty sick. Like, who anoints as a religious. Okay, what does anoint mean? Smear or rub with oil, typically as a part of a religious ceremony. Anoint, is there an anoint synonym? Anneal? Hold up. Ah, get over here. Anneal. We can call it the spreader. The rubber. Anoint is sick, but it's got a kind of a religious that religious undertone to it, right? Plus, Benjamin is doing his anointed class that I'd rather there not be a rub there. Now who's being dirty? Google. Google's being dirty. Fallen has a right idea. It could be a subclass idea that focuses on purification and holy water-like items. Oh! The Dabber. Get the fuck out. Man, yeah, I'd have to at least like message Benjamin and be like, hey, someone in chat came up with a really cool, now don't rub off Benjamin. He'd have to ask nicely first. Not the painter. The Dagger Dab. Monster Energy Alchemist. Like, I love the idea. It already gets light armor proficiency. If we said that you get medium armor, you could have a midliner. You could have a midliner alchemist. That it was like, it was my job to like the waxer. The painted edge is kind of cool. The varnisher. Green Knight? Is that a thing? You think Pathfinder 1E had something like this? The Gish might be the Metallurgist. Yeah, that might be right. But, like, I love the idea of, like, I'm, you know, basing it around, like, oh. The Greaser. The Lacquer Smacker. The Lacquer Smacker. Walking Disaster. Greaser, It's Settled. The Fawns. Only if it has a grease lightning feature. I mean, you do get bottled lightning. Well, yeah, I mean, that's, you know, classic greaser, sure, but, like, can we... Is there not a better, like... Grease synonym? Lubricant. Lubricator. Lubricator synonym. Emollient? The emoliator? The emoliator? Softening or soothing the skin. That doesn't have anything to do with what we're thinking of. The varnisher is more elegant. But, like, varnishing... with all the grease and leather. The Grease Monkey. That's kind of good. But, like, a Grease Monkey evokes, like, you are also, like, an engineer. Like... The Administer? You're engineering weapons of death. Alright. Yeah, if they oil up weapons, then the greaser would be the most likely to use a bunch of the actual weapons. Acid-coated flaming sword on the end. That's like, I think that there's an expectation in there, right? Like, that's kind of cool. The moisturizer. I don't know. I'm thinking about what that could be. Anointer is kind of good. But like, it's just the juicer. The juicer is more like, I mean, I think we know what's up with that. What is the title of I smear grease on shit? Mechanic, engineer, artificer, serviceman, operator, technician, repairman, mech, grease monkey, driver. A bookbinder. Anointer is really cool. I don't know that painter really sells it to me. I had Grease Monkey for a second, but again, it evokes too much of the, like, engineer kind of thing. It could be a very, very cool archetype. Distemper? What? An abnormal state that disrupts a plant or animal's bodily function? And Painter doesn't really evoke oils either. The concept is that there are oils that are alchemical items, and these are things that you apply to weapons. The Olum. Ooh. Oh, come on. That, I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Yeah, it's, well, because the greases from Elden Ring are exactly what we're basically making. Nah, not Olean Manson. Flammenschwert? I like the Olum. This is kind of cool. Understated. All right, CJW, we're looking at a 2-day ban. Wait, is there any way that we can do... Wait, Awesome Soul, do you know, is there a way to, like, every time that he puts, like, pisser, can we replace it with something else? Whenever he types that in chat. If he types piss, can we replace it with, like... What's a good word here? I guess we just replace piss with, like, kiss. Olum does mean some word, anoint sauce. The Olumist. Not that you're aware of. Damn it. I think the Olum, okay. The Olimic. Wait. A dense corrosive liquid consisting of concentrated sulfuric acid containing excess sulfur trioxide in a solution. Oh, it is literally oil. Okay. That's super interesting. Nightbot. Oh yeah, we could with Nightbot. We get, yeah, but we do have to go all the way to Twitch, huh? I think Olum might be the winner. Oleum. Oleum. Is there a pronunciation guide?
Oleum.
Oleum.
Oleum. Oleum.
Oleum.
Oleum.
Okay. Got it. But oleum just means oil. I don't know about oleomancer. Mancer always implies magic. The oleum. The polisher. Polish wipe shine smear. I like oleum. Just that S to it. The oleumist. I mean, if I saw that in a book, I'd be like, wait, what the fuck is that thing? Oh, like petroleum. Oh my. I'm so dumb, no wonder. Okay. Petroleum. Petroleum. All right, got it. Yep, that's got to do it. Petra. Oh, we're learning shit tonight, guys. Salbinic? What the hell's a... I feel like I just said a slur. To anoint? Ooh. Ooh. Salbin. So it's a verb, but there's not the person who's doing the thing. Salbinist? The oleum salbinic? Oleum maestro? Oh, that's a little hokey. Like, it's cool, but it looks so like... It feels very Elden Ring. You're like, oh, what does that word mean? I gotta go Google it. Oh, it means dick in the butt. Okay, gotcha. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have you played Elden Ring? How there's just so many things that, like, there's terms that you see in Elden Ring that it's like, this is some archaic shit that George R. R. Martin is pulling out. Only a maven meaning master. It's a bit much. I like, yeah, it does stick out. The Salbinist. Salbinist is kind of cool. Oleum can always be a feature name. Salbinist gets across what we want. Okay. See, this is the fun part, guys. Now that we've got all the fucking kinks worked out. Of salves for some reason. I mean, yeah, that can be for the apothecary. Witcher calls them. Oh. Why does it do this all the time? Come on, quit it. InDesign just recently updated and is acting quite weird. Entomologist bug alchemist. I think like, yeah, crystallizer is going to be about walls and lockdown. No, not martial weapons. It has to be blades, right? And martial weapon of your choice. That's a weird distinction, but you know. Wait. Oh, piercing or I don't know, something like that. You're grateful and flattered that you entertained Olin for so long. That's a sick word. I don't know what it is. Like, it's interesting. Hang on. I love all the we're learning so many things. Yeah, a metallurgist is going to be a full metal alchemist, correct. Oh. I'm not gonna lie. I think we are a week out from playtest. I think that this is so close to getting. This is very, very close to being playtest ready. The coding of alchemical items, boy. Yeah, that's soon. You can do it. A first level playtest is ready right now. A second level playtest is going to take a little bit, but once I get a second level playtest out, I mean that basically means I've got a fifth level playtest ready. That's what I say. A week out, we got to add Skunk in a Cage for sure. Mm. I don't know about the bug chemistry stuff. Maybe later, but like it's a little niche. I guess we could say like blade emolium. Make it more of a what's been my favorite alchemical item I've translated from an older edition. Boy, fucking Shriek Rock. Shriek Rock is the goddamn funniest thing I think I have ever read. Ever read from a previous book, right? Like, oh my god, I was I was laughing my ass off whenever I first saw that. Let's see something real quick. Let's pull you over here. Stream does not need to see what all is on my computer. That is my business and my business alone. First class design process you've been able to be somewhat present for? Oh, shucks. Yeah, these are really fun streams. Shriek rock is your favorite music genre. Here we go. I'm gonna put the shriek rock in. Yeah, I'm gonna port it over. But I've got to read this fucking item. It's so funny. Alright, so this is... Boop. Yeah, let me turn this down. God damn, this item, once we pull it up, this is so funny. I'm like actually kind of upset this was not put into the game in some capacity. Like, I guess they're trying to keep adventuring gear a little bit more, you know, low magic or something, you know, sure, whatever. But like, oh man, this is so good. Where's it at? I don't think it's an alchemical item, right? No. Where are you at? This book is so great. There's plenty of material in here for you to use. Hello, Shriek Rock. Oh my god. Get ready for this. Shriek Rock. I'll zoom up on it. Created by halfling artisans, these flat stones have carefully drilled holes that cause a loud, high-pitched shriek when thrown hard. The sound is as loud as a human screaming in a shrill voice. Listen checks and hear shriek to hear shriek rocks in flight are at DC -5, modified as normal, whatever this means. A shriek rock has a 50% chance to be destroyed or lost when thrown. You just throw this rock and it's just like, ah! Like, come the fuck on. This is so funny. I love this thing so much. Yeah, it's whistling arrows, but for slings. This is so funny. Why was this not ported over to 5e? Like, there are so many things in this supplement I adore that I'm like, what the fuck? Why did we not have this yet? Yeah, badminton. The angry rock from the Betweenlands? I've never heard of this thing. The angry pebble? Wait, oh, it's a Minecraft thing? Oh, throwable items, yeah. They can, smoke and hissing, which is a warning sign for its destructive nature. It pulls its waste not thrown and prevents it being accidentally thrown. Full pullback, it will be thrown, yet create significant explosion upon blinking. Oh, so it's like a grenade. Huh. Oh, that's cute. It screams when thrown and explodes. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Good news, guys. This is such a fucking funny item. I love the Shriek Rock so much. This is the kind of like old school D&D item design I wish we still got. Like, give us the goofy shit. Oh my god, I love this thing. This is like, whenever people say that Pendleton Ward made Adventure Time through his D&D campaigns, shit like this is what makes me go, okay, I can see why. Yeah, let's pull this over right now, because we just need to make it for 5e. Oh, come on. But, like, part of what I love with the Alchemist is that it feels like it just needs to be all the goddamn shenanigans in the world. I love it. I love giving people the, like, Here is your tool set. You know what? You know what this is? This is giving teenagers firecrackers. Like, here we go. Adventuring gear. Mix it with the rock. Be confused until the okay. So let's take, oh crap, what just happened there? Uh-oh. Shriek Rock, where'd you go? Oh. Why'd you copy up there? That was weird of you. I think Adobe is not having a great time right now. Yeah, whatever this new update did on InDesign, Adobe, not a fan. All right. Oh. I don't know, whatever this would wind up being. I even think it needs to be an alchemical item. It's just so funny. It needs to just be adventuring gear. God damn, this is so funny. All right, so Adobe break air tag. Olin blade should be called coat of arms. Oh, coat of oh. Oh. Oh, the pun. But it's a good pun. That's sick. That's sick. Who was it? Ani? Where was that at? That's great. Oh, man. That is sick. Super clever. You know what? I need to go through some of the chat logs and see who all I need to, like, credit on some of this stuff. Feedback. Put you up here. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Throw one at the dragon to it and the surprise around established dominance. Yay! I think that Shriek Rock is going to be so goddamn funny. Like, oh my god. That is, like, whenever I feel like I'm seeing an item or, like, a homebrew thing that makes me rethink running the game, like, makes me like, oh, I just want to see the reactions to getting this thing, right? Like, oh, that's what you want. How are we on? This all needs to go. Polar skin. You're in the wrong spot, my dude. Okay, Shriek Rock. You can't wait for the core to be done? Oh, the core's done. We've got a core. Adobe, act right. You bitch. Adobe. Obey me. Adobe says no. What is the difference between the toxicologist and the metallurgist? The toxicologist, poison and disease. Metallurgist, I transmute shit. Metal. Yeah. If people have to, like, because I got some pushback about this where people were like, well, I would assume that the alchemist would be more like the full metal alchemist where, like, transmutation and I'm like, no, that's a transmutation wizard. You guys, like, don't let Full Metal Alchemist rot your brains, okay? Now, okay, it's it's a good show. I'm just saying that the magic system over there is not alchemy. That is not what the fantasy of alchemy really, really is. In any of the, like, folklore or, like, old whatever you pull up of it, it's like, no, it's like, you want to be a chemist. That's the fantasy of it. Wait. You guys tell me, what color does my background need to be? I just figured this out the other day. So, you see all the lights behind me? Right? All the colors? You guys pick. What color do they need to be? This has been super fun. It's also tearing about 2... Well, these are big cans. So, you know. Bi? Aren't they? They're all... Wait, aren't they already bi-colors? Purple and pink? I mean, I guess it's blue and pink. Green? The blue and red. You like the blue and red? Hold up. Wait, how many? Oh, God. Wait, we can do... Right. Oh. Strobes. Alternating. We can do... Wait, you guys like the... Hold up. It's a great look, right? Right? We can do... Yeah, that's boring. Oh, wait, there's like no music going on. I just realized the stream has just been like me sitting here in silence, like playing with the... We do that, and then rainbow. There you go. Or wait, what if I just... There we go. Right? It has not been 30 minutes. Wait, yeah, wait. Why is my music not coming through? Oh, this is a great track, too. Wait, where's it starting at? Oh, no, we gotta... Oh, wait, that'll work. Yeah. My voice is like music to you all anyways. You like the hissy, nasally sound that YouTube comments seem to be hating on? Where's the... Bam. Okay. Do that. Do that. Wait. I'm trying to get the lighting work. Okay. And that. Right? Uh-oh. What did I screw up? It looked so good in here earlier. You hear no tunes, only Taron. Right? Yeah, that'll work. Oh my god, Amanda brought pizza rolls in here and I completely forgot about them. They are ice cold. You hear tunes? Go. Uh-oh. YouTube comments don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, I speak pretty goddamn good. Despite the peach impediment. Speech impediment. So. They're... Because they were in a bowl sitting under my microphone. You know, what I think is so funny is that, like, everyone on Twitch that, like, they go into the D&D section and then they must see, like, my stream and they're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? There's, like, a whole lot of actual plays going on and then me eating fucking pizza rolls. guy just sitting there in InDesign, like, what the fuck are they doing? Oh, man. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I mean, I don't prefer them. Be more sensitive. A man is slaved over a microwave to thaw those fucking pizza rolls. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. No, so... You guys want... I've never really gone into the depth with that. Oh, shit. Come on. That's quite loud. Yeah, so... The reason you might hear me, like, kind of clear out like this, or the reason it sounds a little bit hissy sometimes whenever I talk, so I've got a thing called a nasal fistula. There's literally a hole that goes, it's from the accident, it's a hole that goes from my nasal cavity down into my mouth, and it doesn't like drain snot or anything into it or anything like that, no. It's just that I can't, like, you don't hear my speech impediment? It's more so that there's air that always comes out of my nose. I can never stop air from coming out of my nose whenever I'm talking, right? So whenever I go, buh, there's a hiss that happens. It's more of an issue whenever I'm talking and I try to say certain words or certain consonants that make me close my mouth. And then whenever I do that, there's a hiss that's produced from my nasal passages. So it's not like a huge ordeal or anything. I'm not like super self-conscious about it, but it is one of those things that I know that some people in chat have been, or not some people in chat, some people in my comment sections have been like, dude, you need to like blow your fucking nose, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong? And I'm like, I have a speech impediment. Yeah, literal airhead confirmed. No wonder I'm so oh, shucks. Wait, what is that? What? Because I'm an airhead? What? I'll just take the compliment, alright? I'll take the compliment. Oh, man. Okay, Shriek Rock. Here's the funny thing we want to do with this. For air elementals. Thrown hard. Oh, yeah. Part of the mustache. Yeah, that's a scar. Yeah. So this part right here will not grow back in. It is actually a scar that goes all the way back up into like the tissue back here. So it's a scar that goes down all the way like into my mouth. That's not even the weirdest part of that whole situation that's going on. The weirdest thing going on is so they took a that's not gonna show up on camera. They took a skin graft off my thigh and put it inside my mouth to like make up for some tissue that was missing over there. So what that means is I grow hair inside of my mouth. That is the weirdest thing of all these different operations. So like this skin graft is about like a 3x3 patch of skin that they've like curled up and grown like over into here. So every once in a while, yeah, the inside of my mouth grows hair. Yeah. So, I mean, it's like every month or so I've got to be like, oh god, and like pull some of the hair out. Yeah, it's not, it's a little gross. But I can go get that fixed with laser hair removal and stuff like that. It's just been like, there's been 10 other things I'd like to get done before worrying about that, right? So it's like, it's weird, but you just kind of get accustomed to it. But not gonna lie, every once in a while it's a little bit weird to just kind of be like, There's so many bizarre, like, I mean, I'm a fucking Frankenstein project. So if there, like, some people are like, why does X, Y, and Z thing not really worked? Yeah, if you go get your legs waxed, it'll say open wide. Yeah. Thanks for talking about these things on the street. Oh yeah, like there's not. Trust me. Some people have asked way weirder shit or way more offensive shit in real person than any of the stuff I've heard online. In a way, I'm almost thankful because, like, oh, geez, you think I would be able to survive online if, like, I had been super hypersensitive to, like, YouTube comments? Oh, shit, no. Oh, man. Okay. So, I feel like we're at a really good place with that right now. It's getting a little bit late here, but I am all good with... Oh, wait. Oh, no. What are you doing? Get those settings out of here, especially you're talking about location settings. What the fuck? So... Oh, the most offensive question I've gotten? Like... Oh, what was the lady in the mall? I mean, usually it's just drunk people. Usually it's just drunk people that are asking about, like, what happened, right? I mean, the funniest, I think we're about to kind of close down around here, but we'll be back tomorrow. The funniest one, I think the best I've ever messed with somebody that asked that, usually if they're drunk, they don't really want to know. They're just kind of like being drunk, you know? So, there was some lady, I was at a bar here in town called Baker Street, and this is like 6 or 7 years ago. But I was at this bar, and I went up and got a drink, and this lady just goes, "Oh, what happened to your eye?" And I was like, oh, and I just knew, like, I've got to fuck with this lady. I've got to screw with her. So, I looked and I was like, well, so I worked at the Tulsa Zoo, and, we were working on the tiger exhibit, getting some stuff moved back, and I got a little close to one of the tiger cubs, and she goes, "Did your face get eaten by a tiger?" I couldn't fucking... I was just like, yup, no. And I was just like, well... I can't go anywhere with that. I can't do anything about that. Oh my god. Have people tried to fight me because of my eye patch? No. I mean, people have been intrusive. Like, not people get a little bit like especially drunk people will want to see under the eye patch and see what's going on, but I'm just like, I don't know, it's online. I would just rather not screw with that right now. It's like, it's almost like, in a way, it's like you're asking a girl, like, man, I'd love to see what your titties look like without the bra. Yeah, no, did your face get eaten by a tiger? It was the most, like, oh my god. I mean, there's little kids that'll, like, come up and they're like, or like, "Mommy, he's a pirate," or something like that, right? That's whatever. It's whenever you're, like, 40 fucking years old and you come up to someone that has an eye patch and then you're like, "Arr," I'm like, boy, you're real cool. Oh yeah. Oh man. All right, so I think we're good. Who are we gonna raid? Who's streaming right now? I know it's an obscene hour. Oh god, no, don't play my... No, there's gonna be a weird echo. That's... Is snake oiler a potential future subclass idea? I think snake oil might be an idea for, like, an item? Oh wait, no. Mute the site. Is there anybody streaming right now? Or am I just that insane? Face eating tiger in a jar is an alchemical item. Oh man. Could have gone back in the war kind of story. Like I considered, like, telling somebody, you know, but like at the same time, I thought about that one night where I was like, is that a thing I could kind of do? And then I realized I was like, that's leading anybody to believe. And like, usually if you would do something like that, someone might get the impression that like, oh yeah, I need to buy this guy a beer or something like that. And I'm like, oh God, there's some like stolen valor-esque stuff you can get into with that I'm like, I'm gonna avoid that, you know. Oh, we got 4 people over here. Oh, I love that I look over at Twitch to see like who we can raid, and the fucking thumbnail of me is it's like, yeah, D&D category. What's this guy got going on in his stream? Oh man. I don't know if you're on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, because I know I got 4 of you guys right now. Here's Jack the Wise. Sure. He looks like he's working on... Oh, he's doing homebrews. Cool. I can send you guys on Twitch over there. We're going to do this. Bam. Raid. Oh, God. He's got... Okay, that'll send you guys from Twitch over there. Oh, wait. No, that's wrong. There we go. There we go. If you guys are interested in going and checking out some more homebrew, it looks like that's what Jack the Wise is working on right now. Looks like he's got a legit setup, so I'll send you guys over there. And I think YouTube, unfortunately, nobody else is streaming, so we're going to close out over there. But hey, you can check them out if you're interested in hanging out and watching more homebrew. That's going to be it for me tonight, guys. So hope you all have a great night. Alchemist stuff was going to be working out. It'll be a good time. So class should be probably ready for a playtest next week. Anyways, have a great night. It was fun hanging out with y'all. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow. So later. Here we go.